Happy Tuesday. I am just going to jump right into this because this is a topic that is so popular these days, and I know why, and it makes me so mad. All right, let's just jump right out of the gate here. How many of you have tried to diet before? I have. And when you first start on your journey and you go and you ask Dr. Google what the right way to do it is, they're going to funnel you into all of these programs and these fad diets and these plans that encourage you to restrict your calories like crazy. How many of you have been on a plan like that? I have too. And the big number for these plans, right, is like 1,200 calories per day. Now, in this video, I am going to tell you exactly why 1,200 calorie per day diets set you up for failure from the get-go, why you should be eating way more than you think you should, and if this is you, what you can do about it, and the first thing that you need to start doing to correct this. Okay, now listen. So we're going to illustrate this with the few numbers that you need to know about. All right. So the first one is called your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. Your basal metabolic rate is essentially how many calories your body burns, how much energy it uses from you doing absolutely nothing except for essential life functions. Like seriously, if you were couch potatoing all day Sunday, watching reruns of Game of Thrones, just laying there, your body would burn a certain amount of calories just keeping you alive. Your heartbeat, your digestion, all of that stuff that we need to keep us alive, your body is going to do that and burn calories just from that. Okay? And your basal metabolic rate is probably higher than you think it is. Mine, for my weight, my height, and probably my muscular development, is right around 1,650 calories. That is if I do nothing. 1,650 calories. Now we already start seeing why 1,200 calories is an issue, okay? Now let's look at it a little bit more. Another number you need to know is your total daily energy expenditure, your TDEE, which is how many calories you burn throughout the day doing your everyday activities, right? This can include exercise. This can include walking around and just like walking to and from the car, whatever you are doing aside from just laying around, that additional activity adds more calorie burn. So say my basal metabolic rate is 1,600 calories, let's say that, and I burn 500 extra calories a day doing exercise and whatever else I'm doing, running around in the grocery, walking my dog, whatever. I burn an extra 500 calories. My total daily energy expenditure for the day is 2,100 calories. 2,100 calories. And you have people out there eating 1,200 calories. That's almost 1,000 calories less than your body needs to function. Now, this is where we start seeing the issues. Our body is a physiological being. If it is not fed what it needs to survive, it's going to freak out and go into starvation mode. It's going to start being like, holy crap, I am not giving what I need to survive. I'm starving right now. I need to start saving every possible calorie and every ounce of fat that I have in case this happens again. It's a survival mechanism. Your body is going to start protecting yourself against starvation, and it's going to hold on to every calorie that it gets and hold on to that body fat as a protective mechanism. So when people start eating 1,200 calorie a day diets and they are stopping losing weight, maybe they're gaining weight or they just can't shed those last pounds, right? It's because your body is signaling that it's starving. Now, the reason that we get into this cyclical nature is because people see results immediately, almost, with 1,200 calorie a day diets. And that's why they're so popular, is because you start seeing results and you think you're doing something right? So people continue to do that, and then all of a sudden you see a stall in their weight loss, and your first thought is to eat less and move more. Eat less calories, like 1,100 now, and exercise even more. So maybe you're burning off like 600. That puts you into more of a deficit, and your body goes into more of starvation mode. And everybody gets stuck in this cycle, and they just can't get out. Now, that is illustrating why 1,200 calorie per day diets are setting you up for failure from the get-go. And you need to be eating a lot more than you think you need, because you should be in a calorie deficit from your total daily energy expenditure. You never want to eat at your basal metabolic rate or below, because that's going to signal starvation. You need to look at how many calories you burn on a daily basis, including activity. And there are calculators out there on the web that you can do this. So if you were burning 2,100 calories a day and you eat 2,000, 1,900, 1,800, you are still in a deficit. And that is like 500 and 600 more calories than you were eating per day when you were on that 1,200 calorie a day diet, right? You can eat way more of the right stuff, which is a whole nother video, but you can eat way more. You won't have to feel miserable. You won't have to be starving. That's going to help you adhere to these plans, and you're not going to be setting yourself up for failure, right? Okay, so that's why you should be eating way more than you think you should. Now, if this is you, if this sounds like something that you are doing, I did this. You guys, I ate 1,200 calories a day and I exercised like 3 hours a day. And I started seeing results really quick, and that was that like incentive that I needed to see. So I kept doing that. And then I started eating less and exercising more as my body adapted. I was eating like sub 1,000 calorie days and exercising more than 3 hours. You guys, that's not gonna work. That's gonna lead up to a whole host of other issues that again is for another video, but you cannot do that. I am living testament that you cannot do that to your body because it will have a whole host of other repercussions, I promise you. This is why I'm teaching you this right now, is so you can see what it's gonna do and why you're being set up for failure if you're falling for these 1,200 calorie a day diets. Now, if this sounds like you and you need to know what to do about it, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do about it, okay? You need to go out to Google right now and search for a total daily energy expenditure calculator. You need to search for those calculators, plug in your information, it'll give you a number, okay? And make sure you factor in your activity level each day. And from that, you subtract like 200 calories, 250 to get started. And here's your number. So for example, say that number right there is 1,800 calories and you were eating at 1,200 calories a day. The thing you should not do is just all of a sudden start eating 1,800 calories a day, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna make you put on weight like crazy, especially if you've been in calorie restriction for a long time. And you're gonna freak out because you're gonna be gaining weight really fast and you're gonna be super discouraged and you're gonna hate that you're putting on weight so fast and you're gonna do anything you can to get it off, and it's just gonna put you back in the cycle. So what you need to do is once you get your daily number and you're starting at like 1,200 calories a day, you gradually increase to get to that number. I'm talking gradually, like 50 to 100 calories a week. So that means within the span of like 5 weeks or so, you are gradually reintroducing and adapting your body to eat 500 more calories to hit that daily goal. You are gradually introducing that additional food back into your body to let it adapt, and so you don't put on weight like crazy and just get super discouraged, right? So we covered a lot in this video, and I'm gonna recap. Don't eat below your basal metabolic rate. Figure out what that is, figure out what your total daily energy expenditure is, and then do a deficit from there, okay? 1,200 calorie a day diets are setting you up for failure. You should be eating way more than you think you should of the right stuff. And if that sounds like you, if you've fallen victim to those fad diets, you need to slowly and gradually increase to be able to eat at your total daily energy expenditure, right? What you normally burn on a day, your maintenance level, gradually increase to that by about 50 to 100 calories a week, guys, okay? So I know that a lot of you probably struggle with stuff like that, and it's so popular these days. I'm telling you it is. This is where the fitness industry gets you, guys. If you are ready to lose weight the right way and learn how to keep it off, like I wish I would have known when I first got started, so you can avoid all of the pain that comes through doing it the wrong way. If you want to just skip all of that and start learning how to do it the right way, I want you guys to just drop me a line in the comment and say, I'm ready. Just drop me a line in the comments and say, I'm ready. And I'm going to send you the info on my 4-week Summer Slim Down Challenge, right? Here's the thing. I am not guaranteeing you any amount of weight loss during that time. You are going to lose weight if you follow what I'm telling you to do, but I'm not going to guarantee you a certain amount, right? Because that's where people get discouraged too. And if any plan guarantees you a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time, stay away. I'm not going to do that. But you will lose weight if you follow the plan. And here's the thing with the challenge is that when you register, you can bring a buddy for free. You can bring any accountability buddy of your choosing for free, because I know how important accountability buddies are and getting support and encouragement. And if you win this challenge, guys, if you win this challenge, you get your fee refunded. So not only you, but your friend will have your life changed for good, and you get it for free. You guys, if you are ready to learn the right way, just drop me a line in the comments. Say, I'm ready. I will give you the information. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You know where to find me. All right? Watch this, rewatch this, share it as you can with people you think you need to hear this. And I hope to see you guys.